Three, two, one. Hey, gang, and welcome back to Alien Protocols, the Advanced Protocols Data Project. It is such a pleasure to finally welcome onto the channel Supersleuth. Super is a really amazing person. I can't give Super's background, but Super has a really fascinating professional background, a very professional background. I'll leave it at that. And Supersleuth has been really integral in this channel from the very beginning, has been my friend, has been my kind of angel over my shoulder, has taught me a lot, also has been my side partner. We have had massive synchronicities. I mean, it's unbelievable, the kind of synchronicity stuff that we have. We've trained together and a bunch of different psi abilities and have a bunch of wacky stuff going on and just crazy, cool, fun stuff. So Super, it's a real pleasure. Thanks for giving us a little time. And I love your profile photo.
Well, it kind of fits, doesn't it? And hello, everybody.
It does fit. You know, wanted to chat with the gang about the thing that happened with, I guess, the A-port or whatever, when we were working on this recent PK thing with the marble here and the marble in your iPad. Have you found your iPad yet?
I have not, nor have I found that like 1-inch wide crystal. I'm still missing.
Wow, wow. And the iPad, just to reaffirm, no robbery has occurred at your house, correct? There was no robbery?
No, I got up that morning. I unplugged it from my bedside. I came out here and sat down. And I don't know if you had talked to me first about checking on to see if anything moved, but I do remember hearing 3 knocks. And then I went back into that room. The door was open. That's a storage room. It was completely gone. I looked all over the walls, you know, behind the desk where I had it laid out on paper so I could see if it moved.
It's so crazy.
And and then I came out and there's no iPad. It's not under the chairs or anything. It's just gone.
It's so trickstery. I mean, it just, when you said the iPad was gone too, I was like, oh my gosh. You know, the whole purpose was to employ the mechanism in the universe, this trickster mechanism, and the good one, the fun, good-hearted one. And I was just speaking with Dr. Burke about this, and he was saying that he believed it was an A-port of some kind, and he also seemed to vibe with the good trickster, the positive trickster. And, you know, with us, we've never had negative experiences, and we can laugh about it, but it's starting to get to be a serious concern about the iPad. On my side, it is. We've given the the mercurial hermetic factor of the universe its 15 minutes of fame, but you'd like the iPad back, right?
I would. There's a lot of interesting recorded items on there from the past couple of years as far as strange things in the sky.
You know, you and I have had so many cool things, you know, from you doing healings with people, you being responsible for healings, to amazing coincidences, and to you pushing me to be better and better at Psi. And we've had so many experiences. Does any 1 or 2 things stand out to you from our friendship so far?
Oh, as far as working on our practices?
No, just in general, from this whole thing, the whole project, and working together with me. And I'm going to say mine is for you, so.
Well, I'm going to say that I kind of picked up that you were intuitive, and I hate to say this in front of everybody, but yeah, I kind of introduced you to the whole Russell Targ thing, thinking that that's who you were. But then you took off in a direction that I was not anticipating, and actually sharing your results with me on his Psi test that you could load on your phone at all hours until we were actually synchronizing our clocks. You at 6 in the morning, me at 3, picking up my phone because I know you were going to send me something before you did. It was pretty bizarre.
It was amazing too, and your ability to predict things too, and to know which are both of us having the same thing at the same time. Really, really intense. For me, my favorite moment between us, I mean, there's been so many crazy little psychic stuff that's been amazing, but my favorite moment is being really sick as a dog, driving across the desert and having an angel on my shoulder, a true friend on my shoulder. And you helped guide me through the desert of life and through a real desert when I was in the middle of the night, sick. And, you know, it was just a wonderful moment. And, you know that we sometimes don't always agree, but I just love you, and I'm just so thankful to have you as a friend and as a Psi partner. We've really done incredible things in a short period of time. What do you attribute our success with Psi stuff to? What do you attribute it to? Do you think it's our methods, or do you think it's us as people?
That's a hard one to answer. I think somehow, well, you know the expression energy flows where attention goes.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think that has something to do with it. And it's kind of like in the practice of Reiki healing, you're sending energy to somebody that you can't even physically see. You may or may not have a picture. It's
Yeah.
the same kind of a philosophy in, I guess you could call it quantum entanglement, spooky action at a distance.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You've done Reiki. You know, you have a history of Reiki, and you're a master Reiki practitioner. Um,
Yes, 2001, it takes 3 years to get qualified or certified, I should say, to that level.
and I've seen how you work with people, and you have a really good, we've had come some kind of really neat blessings of successes and stuff. What do you think is one of the keys of Reiki, of healing? You know, out of all these arts, of course, I think healing is the biggest of a blessing, and I want to improve at the most. What do you think is the biggest key to that? Being
I
better.
think you really need to tie your heart into this. This is something that I've been sharing with the viewers to help them out. And it happened because of my own experience with having that major cardiac blockage and then actually practicing a very special meditation technique that I learned from Greg Braden. And I had a spontaneous healing. And I did share that with Dr. Burks. But I think it's very important. Reiki in itself, you're envisioning light going somewhere. You add the emotional component of feeling love, and all of a sudden you just, I don't know if you doubled or quadrupled your your success.
Yeah, it's
You're,
amazing. That's amazing. And your medical case is amazing too, because you just delivered the documents, the medical charts and documents and all that stuff showing the before and after. So it's not just word. There's evidence to your case, and we've been lucky to get evidence with our cases. You know, with our remote viewings, with like you know your friend are able to get pictures and copies, or you know we've been very lucky to get a lot of evidence from people in our process too. Most people will say, oh, I'm just psychic, and they can't see a resume or anything like that. We've developed kind of in 5 months basically a lot of stuff, huh?
that was really quick. It was unexpected. And it's funny because I wasn't practicing much on my own. You know, you can predict some things and you just laugh it off. But when you start practicing it on a regular basis, it becomes sort of like a superpower.
In a strange way, it really does. And when you add the impediments and you do the other things and you add them, and you if you reach a plateau, you fight through, and we've been able to kind of do that, and having a partner helps a lot, you know.
Right.
Well, anyway, is there any, we're going to do more interviews in the future, and I'd really like to dive into some of these different aspects, from signal to noise ratio to more into healing, more into Reiki, more into some of your background experiences, and some of your ET stuff. You have a lot of really cool ET experiences and perspectives as well too. So I'm looking forward to having this opportunity to talk in the future again. But is there anything that you'd like to leave the viewers with before we zip out tonight?
Oh my goodness. I would say work on your meditations and really feel that sensation in your heart and in your mind of love and joy and gratitude, because that's not only when I had my healing, that's when I had a super huge UFO show up over my house. So maybe it's all connected. Have fun with it and just love one another.
Nothing else to say. Thank you so much.
What would you
I
like?
love you, super. I love you, super. Thank you.
I love you too. You have a wonderful evening.
Take care. Bye bye.